Names of entities portrayed in this review have been obscured to protect their identities. Any likeness to persons living or not living is purely hilarious. These steps have been taken to avoid any future legal action from a certain Giga business.
Let's check this thing. Huh? What the hell? I haven't even said anything yet. Welcome back to the, building of scrap. I'm your host, CK Dersh. This litigated loser is the Wimpy Lemon, and this is the Gothic SG. Ooh. So what is it? Well, here we go. It's time to take a look at a guitar from what is probably the most well-known guitar brand of all time. You know the one. Rhymes with Gibson. So let's find out just a little bit more about this Giga Chad guitar brand and learn a little more about how this historical powerhouse came to dominate the guitar industry for over a century. All the way back in 1894, in a small workshop at the back of a modest house in Kalamazoo, Michigan, a rather eccentric perfectionist by the name of Orville began handcrafting mandolins as a hobby. You know, because Call of Duty and Fortnite hadn't been invented yet, so people did crazy things for fun back then. News soon got out to the three people who actually played mandolins that these mandolins were the absolute bee's knees when it came to quality and full, rich tone. Before long, the demand was so great, poor Orville could not keep up with all the nerdy mandolin players politely knocking on his door day and night. Fast forward all the way up to 1902 when 5 talentless local businessmen, having heard all about these crazy mandolin players going wild about Orville's creations, decided to make a business proposal to the overworked luthier. And from this proposal came the beginning of the most famous guitar manufacturing Giga business the world has ever known. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it, you already know which one it is. I don't want to get sued. Now we are gonna go all the way up to 1998, 100 years after Orville first submitted his first patent for his mandolin design. And all of the mandolin players, as nerdy as they are, had evolved into bass players. Still nerdy. Still useless. But anyway, the company had been going through a bit of a shakeup, and the marketing team had noticed that their brand, although still highly revered, was considered by many in the guitar industry to be old-fashioned, or as we used to say, your dad's guitar. The hip young musicians were all spazzing out over Chevelles and Ibanez's, what the hell is the plural for Ibanez? Oh well, not like anybody cares. Moving on. The marketing team, having noticed the emergence of the hugely popular metal scene, decided to come up with a line of guitars that would change the face of their brand and finally get their guitars into the hands of the rowdy youth. And after about 3 minutes of sketching onto a drawing pad or something, they came up with the Gothic series. Make it black. That's about it. So edgy. But what do you get? Right. Let's check out this wonderfully evil guitar and find out if its highly prized reputation is well-founded, or if it's a steaming pile of... Huh? What's this? To whom it may concern, it has come to our attention that you have made a negative comment regarding one of our wonderful high-quality products. We hereby issue a stern warning to cease and desist all... Huh? Screw that! So anyway, let me break this beast down for you and list out what you get for your hard-earned pennies. Right, Gothic we have here in the House of Shreds collection is the SG model, which for all you Shreddites out there wondering what the SG stands for, it stands for Solid Guitar. So imaginative. Now we here at the House of Shred feel that the SG is underrated, really deserves to step out from the shadow of its fat older sister, the Les Paul. We don't find the thin body or the legendary neck dive to, Another one? Let's just ignore it. Anyway, so let's see what makes this Gothic variant so different from the standard SG. Both have mahogany bodies and set mahogany necks. Both get the legendary ABR1 bridge set up, although the Gothic does get black plating and all its hardware, which is nice. And they both get the big Batwing pickguard too. It's also very nice. But instead of the burst buckers, Gothic gets some more aggressive 496R and 500T humbuckers. So good. It also gets some beautiful Grover tuners instead of the vintage Gluson style Gibson Deluxes. So some points there too. We also gotta mention what is probably our favorite upgraded spec, the beautiful ebony fretboard. Sweet! Any other differences here? Oh, how could we forget? It's got John Wilkes Booth on the back of the headstock. You know, because it can. Or is it Edgar Allan Poe? Because it's all gothic and depressed like. Nah, only joking. It's Orville himself. Cause that's not creepy at all. Okay, it's time to talk about the Max Rebo in the corner. That 12th fret marker. Now, before everyone starts ranting about religious appropriation, let's attempt to clear up why this symbol adorns the fretboard of all Gothic guitars. So as previously stated, the Gothic series was released on the 100th anniversary of Orville filing his first patent for his mandolin designs. And on that patent, he filed a trademark for the Star and Moon logo that he had been inlaying onto the headstocks of all his mandolins. And these inlays were sourced from a Turkish supplier. Mystery solved! Now let's move on! What? Another one? Oh, well, in the bin! Oh, what? Now Mighty Car Mods are gonna sue me too? Get in line, guys! So let's move on and see if any love at all went into crafting this black, depressed shred machine. Did somebody care? It's a Juskowitz era guitar, so, no. How does it sound? Okay, it's time to hear some dank, depressing tones. Can I get one? Okay, so the Gothic series has become a bit of a collector's item as of late. And as they are now coveted by the collectors of the world, the prices have all gone a bit silly. A bit like Toyota Supras. But don't fret, Giga brand made and sold plenty of these things across multiple years and models, including Les Pauls, Explorers, these 335s, and even a very rare and very pointless ES135 fat ass. Cause nothing screams Gothic like jazz guitars, you know? Now, one thing you must take into account is these guitars were aimed squarely at the metal scene. So every single Gothic series guitar tended to get well used and very abused on stage. Not to mention that many of them were adorned with stickers and stained with hair dye and shampoo, so the already thin fragile nitro finish would wear unevenly or even patchy. As ours was looked after very well, but still very well used, the back of the neck, which was once the same satin black as the rest of the guitar, now has a super gloss shine from all the shred action it has endured. See? Check it out! We use the whole neck. No 3-fret warriors here at the House of Shred. The success of the Gothic series even led to the creation of more edgy special edition models, like the Menace and the Voodoo series. Yeah, so good. Maybe we gotta check this one out in season 2. But anyway, finding a Gothic series guitar isn't really that hard. But finding the model you want, in the condition you want, at a price that's not just ridiculous, is the real challenge here. But if money is no object, and you don't want an ES335 or that stupid ES135, then you'll be happy to know that there is almost always a good selection on eBay or Reverberate for you to throw your hard-earned dollars at. Okie dokie, so I managed to get through a whole episode without saying Gibson! Oh, crap! Oh no. This looks bad. To whom it may concern. In response to the many ignored cease and desist letters for negative representation of our wonderful brand, we Gibson Brands hereby will now proceed with legal proceedings. The date for said proceedings is scheduled for last week? Huh? What the hell? Oh, here's another one. To whom it may concern. We regret to inform you that due to your non-attendance last week, the court has ruled in favor of Gibson Brands. The court also awards Gibson Brands your set amplifiers. Hey! What the hell? Where's all my stuff gone? Your Gibson Gothic SG. Hey! No fair! I paid for that! Your dignity? Well, that's okay. I lost that years ago. And finally, we take possession of your shred demon. Good. Take it. Can't play for shit. Ah, well, I guess there's nothing else they can take from us. May as well give an honest summary. So what can I say? Honestly, the Gibson Gothic SG isn't a bad guitar, but it certainly doesn't deserve the cult status it has obtained over the years. Really, to be completely honest, it feels like an overpriced and overhyped Gibson Studio or even a tribute model. I mean, the Gibson pickups are great, they're always great, and it's good that they put an ebony fretboard on it. I mean, they just don't do that on the mini models at all. But it's like all Millennium period Gibsons. The level of quality control just isn't there. So, here at the House of Shred, we give the Gibson Gothic SG a score of 2 out of 5 Gibson cease and desist letters. Next time on the House of... What the hell now? To whom it may concern. Due to your continued negative statements regarding our brand, we hereby confiscate your camera equipment. Oh crap!